Good morning. Today we are going to be working on our research paper, and I'm going to give you an outline and a more specific instruction on what I am looking for, okay? So, with a research paper, the way that I would want you to do it in science is I would like for there to be 5 paragraphs total. So I'm going to write this down as I talk. Hopefully this will be helpful to see an outline of a research paper. Okay. So the first paragraph is going to be an introduction. This is going to tell the readers what the paper is about and also get the readers interested in the paper. Okay. So we're going to get readers interested and tell them what the paper is about. Okay. This should be, I would say, 2 to 3 sentences. Okay. Your next paragraph, I would like for you to talk about what the enigma is. You're going to explain the enigma. You're going to tell me all of the facts here. You are going to tell me where it originated, what's going on, how long it's been happening, when it started, where it started, has it moved. You're going to give me a layout of the enigma. Okay, so again, this is you telling about the enigma, just explaining what's going on, giving a full review of the situation. Okay, this is to inform your readers about the enigma. This needs to be 5 sentences at least. Okay, the third paragraph is going to be how the understanding has changed. Okay, so you're going to explain what people thought in the beginning, how it's changed, and what they think now. Okay, so you're going to tell me this is what they thought at first, maybe this is what they think now, that sort of thing. You're going to explain the understanding here. So how did it start? What did people think in the beginning? And then you're going to explain what they thought maybe after a little bit of research, and then explain what people think now. So kind of like the process of how that unfolds. Okay. This also needs to be around 5 sentences. This should be a paragraph that is, it will be informative, but it'll also kind of go through a sequence of events. So it's not going to be fact, fact, fact. I want you to say, in the beginning, this is what happened. Then you'll transition to next, they discovered this. And then this is what happened. And I want you to go through a sequence of events, like I said. So it should be chronological order. It began this day. This is what they initially thought. this happened, or they learned this and then they started thinking this. This is what we think now because we've discovered these certain things. Okay, so you're going to take me through a process or a timeline. Okay, so I'm going to write chronological. So this one is going to be kind of like a story. So first, second, third, this is what's going on. And so that's kind of the organization of that paragraph. And then your next paragraph is going to be any, you're going to talk about the different theories. Okay. So, theories would be like the thoughts of people and what they think happened. So, with different enigmas, people have different ideas of what happened depending on their perspective and their beliefs. Um, so, sometimes it might be, hey, we think aliens did this. Some people might think that it is science. There's an explanation with science, just how we talked about with the Marfa lights, how three different scientists explained it three different ways. You're going to give me different theories of what is happening. And it doesn't have to be all based on different scientists, but I do want you to give me mention of at least 1 to 2 different scientist theories. And I want you to tell me the type of scientist that has a theory about what happened and what branch of science they are from. This would be a good list to reference. I'll be posting this for online scholars. But looking at, okay, could geologists be helpful? And then tell me they're from the branch of science, which would be geology, and they study the history of Earth and its life. And you're going to tell me how those scientists could have a theory or how their branch of science would approach this enigma. Okay. So for this one, again, it's the different theories. You could talk about the different ideas and explanations people have about this specific enigma, and you're going to give me 1 to 2 specific areas of scientists or scientists and their theories. This needs to be 5 sentences at least. And this will be kind of shaped how this one is. It'll be very informative. It will be kind of factual, and you'll just kind of lay out the facts how they roll out. So it's not chronological like this one. I would say this one is more informative. Or inform. Also here, I want you to add in unanswered questions that either you have or other scientists or people have within their theories. So give me a theory and tell me, okay, this is what they think, but this is the piece of information we might be missing. Here's some things that we haven't discovered yet that we think would be very helpful in explaining this enigma. Okay. And then lastly, the last paragraph is going to be your conclusion. Okay, so this is where you are going to, number one, I want you to wrap up the paper. You are going to, a lot of the times, it's a good idea to go back to your introduction, whenever talking about a conclusion. It's a really good idea to go back to read your introduction and tie it into the conclusion. So do you write the exact same thing that you wrote up here? No, but you can reword it and you can close it out here. Okay. In your conclusion, I want you to wrap it up, but also I want to know what you believe. Okay, so all the way up here, these things are all factual. This should not be, I think, I believe. There should be no presence of your input here. This should all be factual, coming from sources. But when you get to the conclusion, I want to know what you believe. This is where you tell me your input. So you're giving me a lot of perspective here from different people, but down here, you're going to give me your perspective. You're going to say, out of all of these theories, this is what I think makes sense. Or here's everyone else's theory. This is what I think happened. Okay. And this one needs to be 3 to 5 sentences. Okay. I am going to post a picture of this for you guys to look back and reference. I understand that it might be odd to you that we are writing a paper in science, but that's actually a huge portion of science is learning to, you have to be able to write up what you learn or what you know. And so if you guys can learn how to do this now, it will be very helpful. I just recently started submitting research papers for master's classes, and it's a great skill to have. Being able to express yourself, write about what you know and what you think and what you've learned is a huge skill that you're going to need moving forward. And so that's kind of like my thought behind this. Not only do I hope that you enjoyed learning about the Enigma, but also getting that skill of learning how to find facts, learn things, be curious, and then write about it and express yourself and form an opinion, I think is super important. So, if you have any questions, please let me know. I am going to grade you based on this outline. I want you to, if you want to label each paragraph in your research paper, that could work. Anyways, I think this is a great way to get started, but I'll give you more information as we go.